Hello, this is Cho, founder, CEO at Vintage. Today I'm going to take you on a tour of the Vintage Modern Factory here in Atlanta, show you a bunch of cool behind the scenes, show you a couple builds that we just finished up, and we have a couple that are up for grabs and for sale. So let's go ahead and dive in. Flip the camera around here. So we are in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm going to first start with this Raven Black, really special build that has a Tiffany blue interior. Check that out. This right here, if you didn't get the Valentine's Day present you were hoping for, check this out. Tiffany blue thread, matching interior, every single option on Raven Black. Check out the matching stripes. This thing is absolutely stunning. I'll reach in here real quick and show you. Check out the leather work there. And before we dive into this one too deep, I'm going to take you around the factory and show you what it is and how it is we do what it is we do. And none of these are restorations. We used to do restoration, and they looked nice, but they just didn't drive like a modern vehicle, and they had no safety features. So we evolved from restoration to resto-mod, modern restoration, to a fully modernized vehicle. And this chassis underneath right here is what gives you a 10x improvement in the driving characteristics, the braking, the modern technology, the safety features. So underneath it all, you've got this classic inspired luxury vehicle with all of the underpinnings of a 2025, 2026, so you can have the best of both worlds. So let's go in order here, and I'll show you the different vehicles we have here. This is matte gray, which just sold. Somebody jumped on this very quickly. Really beautiful truck. We don't do matte anymore, so this is one of two. How amazing is that? This macadamia metallic, aka root beer, is a pre-owned truck that's going through the certified pre-owned process for sale. You can grab this, and upon completion of our CPO process, it will be shipped. So if you're interested in any of these builds, you can text or call our team, or you can DM us on Instagram and we'll tell you more about it. But this one right here, great opportunity for a low mileage, pre-owned, beautiful spec, and that one is root beer. This right here is chalk gray, just about to wrap up, for sale. If you want to skip the wait and you love chalk gray, this has all black trim, black grille, black wheels, and ball glove on the interior. Available right now. You can actually buy it on the live broadcast right now by texting or calling our team at the phone number in the caption section, or you go to our website, vintagemodern.com. These do not last long. Typically, you have to wait in the queue. This one's ready to go. Somebody's gonna be really happy with this one. How cool are those stripes too? So let's see here. Let's keep on going. I'm gonna show you how do we transform a modern car platform that has all of the modern technology, engineering, and safety features, and transform it into a work of art that's classic inspired, you can drive every day. Well, it starts with these body panels, and these are all brand new American made steel. We stamp these in Detroit. We own the molds and the tooling. We didn't do it overseas. We didn't use a plastic or a composite, actually brand new American made steel. And that allows us to control A, the quality, and B, the supply chain and the timing, because we have two goals here. We're looking for on-time delivery, and we're looking for perfection when it comes to cosmetic and mechanical fit and finish and end result. And so here you've got brand new steel bodies being fitted up to a modern car chassis. Everybody else in the industry, including us, is trying to make old cars more modern. There's a limitation to that. And once we hit that limitation, but our clients still have expectations of a modern vehicle, a safe vehicle, with safety features, we then did the opposite and took a modern car chassis and built a classic-inspired vehicle on top of it. What you end up getting, truly the best of both worlds. The metalwork, the bodywork, the fit and finish, the lines and the gaps are on par with anything you'd find at this price point. You can see Jair over here going through with his gap gauge, measuring it down to the millimeter, and we record all of this data on every single vehicle, so we know that the fit and finish, the gap, the flush is exactly to spec. And when you do this over and over and over, it allows you to blend art and science, or in this case math. And these guys do a phenomenal job very, very difficult to find skilled labor, skilled artists who can do this at scale. And these guys, they are just incredibly talented. And when you give them the tools and the data and the process, you really are getting the best of both worlds there too. So right here in chassis upfitting, you can see we upgrade these with Fox suspension. Our best-in-class partners, Fox, they do an amazing job. Helped us during the R&D process to ensure that we were building the nicest riding, highest quality, and adjustable vehicle here. So adjustable suspension coilover, front and rear. And so this is the chassis upfitting station. And all of our paint and bodywork is done in-house at our other facility down the street. It goes through hundreds of hours of transformation to turn a steel body into this work of art right here, like this one. I'm gonna go down the assembly line and show you our process and how it is we're able to do this predictably and on time and nail the quality. So before we go down there, let me pull my phone out to get my notes here. These are vehicles that are completed, passed inspection, and ready for pickup. This is our pickup line, which means that these are ready to go. We shipped 6 of them on Friday all over the world. And these trucks right here, this is Rich out in Florida. He got Turbian Turquoise. How beautiful is this one right here? It's got the White Rock interior. Cannot wait to get this in your hands, Rich, if you're watching. Right behind it is Jack Roush's from Roush Performance. Dark jade metallic, Wimbledon white grille, chrome trim. This is a beautiful spec. It's got the retro forged aluminum wheels as well. Right behind it, you've got Devin and Heather. They're the ones out in Virginia. Light jade with all the Wimbledon white trim. They traded in their 911. They'll be using this as their fun car. Imagine trading your Porsche for this light jade modern classic truck. And then right behind it, you've got Joe out in California, midnight blue, black, raven black for the grille, all black trim, black wheels. And then check this out right here. Vintage G Wagon, one of 50, going through testing. This truck is absolutely gorgeous. So in addition to these trucks, we are now offering the vintage G Wagon in 12 colors as well. So a little bit more on that here in a second. So there's Joe's truck going out to California. All these are in our pickup line and are ready to go. I'm gonna zip down here and show you what's on the assembly line. And then we'll loop back here and I'll explain to you. If you're not technical, you're not like a car person, most of our clients are not car people. They just love beautiful looking things and they don't want any problems and they need safety features. And this chassis, this platform right here, it is what gives you all of that modern car reliability, driving characteristics, safety features, and then 900 hours of labor and skilled craftsmanship goes into handcrafting this piece of art right here. So how do we go from painted body through our process? So I'll show you. All right, this is Midnight Blue Station 1. And this truck right here is Tim Cook. Not the Tim Cook you're thinking of probably, but a different Tim Cook. This is Tim out in Florida, loves to fish, loves to go out on the lake and the ocean, and he wanted something he can drive reliably, not to worry about. And Tim's Midnight Blue truck here is on the line. Got your Wimbledon white grille. You'll watch this truck transform from this station right here. Fresh paint job, show quality paint job, and all the lines and the gaps and flush are absolutely perfect. Can't wait to see this one come to life. It's gonna have chrome trim, chrome hardware, and every day you will see these vehicles move forward here. So this is Midnight Blue, and then after every day, the quality check happens by our quality engineers, and if it's a 100%, it moves forward. If it is a 99%, it is a fail. Anything that doesn't pass inspection does not move forward. And the way we're able to build on time at the level of quality and scale we do is that this is not a memory and feel-based thing. Everything we do is documented and broken out into work instructions with a torque spec for every nut and bolt in the entire process, A to Z. What that gives us is a major advantage because our people, who are very skilled, love what they do, super meticulous, they want it to be perfect every time. But if you have subjective definitions of what good looks like, then it's going to vary. And so instead of making them guess, we just tell them exactly how it's got to go, and that allows them to get it right every single time. And you can imagine the muscle memory you gain when you do it over and over and over. So this truck right here is light jade. This is Mike's truck. He's out in South Carolina. He has a super rare manual transmission. Yes, we do offer manual. They're extremely difficult to get, very rare. 7-speed manual, but if you're not into the automatics, it is a possibility. Best bet, text or call our team. They'll walk you through the build process, answer your questions, and we do offer financing, and we do take trades as well. A lot of customers trading in G Wagons and Range Rovers and Porsches for their custom builds. So this right here is ball glove leather, Wimbledon white roll bar. Love the stripe matching. And you can see right here, this is our own custom engineered 10-inch JL subwoofer that we hid in that rear quarter panel. And then we finish it off with a really beautiful perforated leather speaker grill cover. And I'll show you what that looks like. So let's keep going here. Mike, super excited for you. And you're gonna absolutely love this truck. What a great spec. Wimbledon white on the trim as well. And you can see our team going through all of these details, and at the end, of course, there'll be an inspection according to spec, and then we'll move it on to the next process. Okay, another light jade truck. All right, I don't want to spoil a surprise here, but this truck is a gift from a husband to a wife, and there's a really fascinating story here. The wife has always been disapproving of the client's classic cars. She called them pieces of you-know-what. Probably because classic cars leak, they smell bad, they break down. And if you're used to a modern car, especially at this price point, $250,000 and up, then your standards will be really, really high. Well, this client ordered a vehicle for himself, and we built it for him. I won't tell you what color. He gets it home, and his wife loves it so much, he turns around and orders one for her. So this is light jade, Wimbledon white grille, Wimbledon white trim. Look at the stripes on this thing. Really beautiful truck. And I love this because I know what it's like to have a wife who disapproves of your old classic cars. I've had a lot of them. Old Land Rover Defenders, old FJ40 Land Cruisers, old Broncos, H1 Hummer, European two-door G Wagons, classic Mustangs. I've had all the old cars, and they all had the same problem. They drove funny, they broke down, they leaked, they smelled bad, and my wife had to pick me up because they broke down often. So basically, when a wife who is normally disapproving of husband's classic cars, and they end up with one of these, it's because they saw something that they never had before that they wanted. And so this is one of multiple clients who took delivery. Their wife was skeptical. They drove it. They saw the fit and finish and the quality, and like, oh, I want one. Well, that is the ultimate validation for our team, because we want to take away all the pain and the problems of a typical classic car and give you the safety features you're used to, so you could drive it with your kids, your family, on the road, freeway, road trip, and not have to worry about anything. So really, really excited. Hopefully that doesn't give away the surprise. But hey, maybe this is coming to you. All right, so let's keep going here down the inspection tunnel. So once we are out of this station, we then move it into our alignment rack and get it ready for test miles. And the test mile process is a repeatable process, all data driven, squeaks, leaks, rattles, water tests. And then once we come back, it goes through another set of inspections. And here's the deal, you cannot inspect for quality at the end. If you want to build a quality product, you must build quality into the product. That is what the process is for. That's what the layered audits are for. That is what the standard operating procedures with torque spec for every nut and bolt and all that work up front is for. It took a long time to do that, but the good news is we have it down to a science, down to the hour, down to the day, and down to the vehicle. And that gives us really high confidence when I give our clients a projection of when their build is going to be done, that it'll be done on that day, plus or minus. And of course, if there's anything major that pops up that could create an issue, but we have a little bit of buffer built in for that as well. luckily, we've been building and finishing on time, which is really phenomenal given how hard it is to build anything on time, let alone a vehicle. And if you've ever had a custom car built or ordered a car, even from a major manufacturer, I can tell you the number of times that was actually on time, I can count on one finger. The rest of them were late. But that's not a good excuse, right? Customers, they buy these for birthdays, anniversaries, retirement gifts, bar mitzvahs, 16th birthdays, all kinds of stuff. And if it's important to our clients, it's important to us. So this right here is a midnight blue truck. It belongs to Mike. Mike, I understand you're an avid live broadcast watcher. So thank you for spending your time with us. And this spec and this truck, midnight blue, Wimbledon white grille, polished wheels, very thick Wimbledon white stripe, Wimbledon white top, ball glove interior. This is a beautiful, beautiful truck. And this is going out to California. And man, what a gorgeous spec. And no two are alike, even though we've done midnight blue, which is a very popular color. Sometimes you see the ball glove leather with pleated, sometimes you see it with woven. This one has a Wimbledon white top and has one of 4 different stripe options. So lots of ways to customize. If you're near a computer, go to vintagemodern.com. If you go to vintagemodern.com, you can access our configurator. And the configurator will show you all 30 paint colors, including paint to sample, which means we can do any color under the sun. It'll show you all the 12 different leather colors and options within those leather colors, and a whole array of custom color options, like the grille could be black, white, silver, body matching, roll bars, dash, 2 different types of wheels, 3 different types of finishes, many, many ways to customize it, and then a whole bunch of upgrades and options that you can make your own. So check out vintagemodern.com, go to our configurator, and if you want to talk to somebody live, reach out to our team by text or call, and we'll be happy to answer all your questions. All right, so Mike, if you're watching, you are in the station before final detail and final inspection, so you're getting really, really close here. Tomorrow, you will see this truck move forward, and you will see this one right in front of you go to our delivery prep station. Speaking of this one right here, this is Donald. Donald's out in Miami, boxwood green, and he has been waiting patiently. And when this boxwood green truck came up, he jumped all over it. Probably going to be a daily driver as well. And more than likely, his fiance will be stealing it from him. That's usually how it goes. So this truck right here, take a look. We got Jay over here. What's going on, Jay? How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. Don't let me distract you.
Oh, no, you're good.
He's going through final detail, and final detail even has SOPs on the screen with a process defined for what perfect looks like. And that tells you, I've never seen a detail station anywhere, even in a detail place, have standard operating procedures. What that does is, again, it takes the mystery work and the gap between what is expected versus what's done. And that allows these guys to really dial it in. They have steps to follow. It's not memory-based or feel-based, and there's no way to forget anything. And then after this entire day process of detail, we then have our leads from production, engineering, quality, operations, and management come together for final sign-off. And we scrutinize the truck yet again, one more time, all of it tracked, and then a score is submitted the very next morning to our entire team. We all get together and we go, okay, how did we score on Donald's boxwood green truck, people, process, and parts, and anything that wasn't perfect? We share it with a team with one goal, not to blame, but to quickly get down to root cause analysis. There's always a reason, right? There's always something that prevented us from making it perfect and on time. And because we have that cycle happening every single business day, every morning, not every week, every month, every quarter, or every year, but every single business day, the very next day, it allows us to really tighten up our process, improve our people, improve our process, and improve our parts. The parts that we don't make and manufacture, we have key suppliers, and we share that same feedback with them, all with one goal: perfect quality, cosmetically and mechanically, and on-time delivery. Sounds simple, but to pull that off, you also need great people who have passion. And when you love something, it brings a multiplier effect. This right here to us is not a vehicle or a unit that we have to ship. It is a piece of art for a client, in this case Donald's. So Donald, if you're watching, really, really excited for you. I understand you don't have any kids, but you have dogs. I take my dogs everywhere. Your dogs will love this truck. You can have the top down, window down, and it'll become their favorite vehicle. So Donald, you are very, very close to having this in your hands. And if you're in Miami, I'm there all the time. Can't wait to see you driving around. So we'll have to link up and do an owner's run. All right, so Donald's boxwood green truck. And if you love this color, we have a boxwood green, very similar, in stock for sale. Let me show it to you right now. It's getting some work finished up here, but check this out. For sale, you want to be like Donald, and you want a boxwood green truck and you don't want to wait. This right here is in stock now. Wimbledon white grille, vintage stripes, chrome trim, has the ball glove leather interior, diamond stitching, tan soft top, and you can claim this right now. We have sold several vehicles on our live broadcast. We simultaneously broadcast to Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, X, and phenomenal way to show people unscripted, live, behind the scenes, organic, raw view. And this truck here is for sale. It has every single option, every upgrade. So these guys are working on it, so I'm not gonna touch it, but it is in stock. Call or text our team, put a deposit on it, take it off the market. It's 2 p.m. You can make this yours. And yeah, call for details. We do take trades and we do offer financing. So boxwood green for sale, great pickup for somebody who doesn't want to wait and loves this color scheme. And then right behind it is Raven Black. This is Luke's, and Luke went with Raven Black and black trim, polished wheels, Cabernet interior. How gorgeous is that spec? And this truck here is going to Nevada. Luke, he used to have an old Bronco and it always broke down. He wanted something he could take reliably and enjoy it with his son and go mountain biking. And this is a very, very common story. We are all too spoiled by modern day reliability, engineering, design, and technology. It's 2026. That orange truck back there, that's a 1969 vehicle. Think about the 50, 60 years of advancement in technology, design, engineering that has come since the 1960s and 70s. So to be able to get the best of both worlds, to have this kind of luxury technology like Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, factory dual zone climate control, transmission that actually works, then you have your creature comforts, heated seats, heated steering wheel, you got anti-lock brakes, traction control, backup camera, parking sensors, stability control, roll sensor. There's many things that we have been conditioned by our modern vehicles. It's very, very hard to go back. And then you want some luxury too, because at this price point, why would you want to settle? So power steps, you can see here you've got cruise control, hands-free calling, noise canceling, control your music on your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, shift on the fly, 4-wheel drive. So if you're in an area where it's snowing, you're in the mud, you're in off-road, you're on the beach, you want to be able to drive it year-round, you can drive this year-round. You would not drive a typical classic car year-round unless the weather's perfect, and even then, difficult to live with. With this is not a classic car or a restoration. It is a modern 2025, 2026 vehicle, and we spared no expense in building and handcrafting the absolute highest quality and luxury. And I came from a very unique background as a founder, car fanatic. I've owned at this point 60 of the nicest cars you can have. Ferrari, Lamborghini, Aston Martin, McLaren, AMG, Bentley, Rolls-Royce. I know what good looks like. I know what people expect at this price point. You expect quality and perfection. The highest quality materials like billet aluminum door handle. Today, even in a Range Rover $250,000 AMG G Wagon, Lamborghini Urus. These things are all plastic now, right? This right here, billet aluminum and then powder coated. Even the gas cap, billet aluminum, powder coated. And the finishes, this right here is a brand new American-made steel body. You saw what it looked like before we go through all that body work. Every line, every gap measured down to the millimeter. And I can tell you, I've been with a gap gauge in my garage at home with my personal cars, and you'd be very, very surprised what you can buy at a $250,000 to even $300,000 price point of the biggest brands in the world, and you'll find that the lines and gaps are not perfect. Here's the difference. This is a handcrafted vehicle. Handcrafted vehicle means built by people, by human beings. And the other vehicles, even a Urus or a G Wagon or a Cullinan or a Bentayga, parts of it may be hand built. Most of it is an assembly line, robotics, and they're mass producing it. When you're building at this level of quality, and it's handcrafted by artists, the difference, I can tell you, would really surprise you. And you know, I love my other cars because I'm just a car lover, but I can tell you that anything you own in your garage, no matter how expensive it is, including customers who own cars that cost $500,000, $1 million, up to even $5 million. They tell us that the fit and finish, the quality, and the craftsmanship is on par with anything that they have in their garage. Pretty big compliment. And we love that because that's why we do what we do. This right here, everything you're looking at here is a labor of love. All started with passion, and then we are extremely picky about who we bring on the team. Only people that love this, that have a meticulous eye for detail, an obsession for quality and our brand and our product, make it on this team. And the team continues to get better and better and better by the day, by the week, by the month. And that's what you get when you have scale. The fact that we build one and ship one somewhere in the world every day really allows us to dial in our people, our process, our parts. We have this down to a science. And the result, let me show you. Our recent deliveries, we had 6 pickups on Friday. I won't go through all of them, but I did get this text that I want to share. And this is my favorite part, okay? My favorite part about doing what we do is delivery day. So I'll give you an example here. Of course, the focus is never great, but this is actually what my vision normally looks like. So I'm just gonna read it here. All right. So this truck, if you've been watching the lives, was Elizabeth and Greg. They had the custom paint to sample sage metallic. And this delivery right here says they love it. They get honked at, cheered, and asked for pictures of their vehicle everywhere they go. And then of course I say pretty much not just every time every day they drive it, but everywhere they go. So really, really happy customers. Go check out Vintage Modern Reviews on Google. Those are real customers, real deliveries, real stories, and you'll see the consistency in the message. And none of that's an accident. The way we do what we do allows us to exceed customer expectations. Very, very difficult to do. And I just have to give a shout out to the team. And it's not just the people touching the vehicle. It's everybody from sales and marketing, admin, closing, accounting, people in design, engineering, warehouse, procurement. Like, let me show you like what has to happen behind the scenes. We call it a baton relay race, and every single person, Stephanie, how are you? Every single person, entire process. Hey Zeus, what's going on, man? How are you?
Hey, I'm good. You?
Good, doing great. I'm gonna come over here and just look at the ridiculously detailed work that you're doing here. These are the little air vents that go on the air vent for the AC, and every single one of these is inspected and just very meticulously cared for. And if they don't pass quality, it's not going on the vehicle. That's one of many, many parts. You got Jordan over here. Jordan, what's going on, man? How are you?
How's it going?
Good, good. You got Jordan working the steering wheel over here. Absolute artist. And this is sub-assembly. And in sub-assembly, instead of just sticking things on the car, we have very meticulous, detailed, behind-the-scenes things happening here. And this team does an incredible job. They don't get as much credit for the work because it's all behind the scenes, but they do a phenomenal job, and I really couldn't do it without you. Morris, what's going on, man? How are you? You doing all right? Good, good. You like your new home over here? Yeah, okay. All right, well, we can...
It's everything around is closer.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Get all my, accessories that
yeah,
I need to
gotcha.
make everything happen.
Yeah, well, we needed more space, so we're bursting at the seams here and adjusting for space, and we are on the hunt for space. Ken, how you doing, man? Good, good. And so this is all sub-assembly back here, where they make sure everything is completely perfect before it goes on the vehicle. You got Miguel over here, what's going on? And going through our detailed inspection. So quality inspections before the parts go on the vehicle. And I will show you that process so you can understand just how meticulous we are. If you want to build the perfect vehicle cosmetically and mechanically, the parts you use matter. Hey Leslie, how are you? Good, doing great. We got Jafar over here. Jafar, how are you? Good. Good, good. So Jafar right here is going through every single hinge. And there are 4 hinges per vehicle, and anything that does not pass inspection gets rejected. Can you show us a rejection sticker? You got a rejection sticker? There we go. All right, so this is a binary process, meaning it's one or the other, right? So if the part, upon inspection, these hinges right here, which we custom manufactured, don't exist anywhere. If it doesn't pass quality, it gets returned. And if it does pass quality, then it gets a green sticker. Now imagine that times thousands of parts every single day, every single vehicle. Well, why? Why is there an entire team of people going through quality inspections on parts that are brand new, super premium, even parts that we manufacture ourselves? Well, you can't build a quality vehicle if you don't have quality parts. And so putting parts on a vehicle, almost anybody can do, but to do it right, you have to go through this process and scrutinize every single detail. Look at this, brand new, American-made steel bumper, classic inspired. We manufactured this in Detroit and chromed in Detroit. And this is our part, very expensive. But check it out, if there's anything at all, you probably can't even see that on camera. Anything that is an imperfection gets flagged. And then we decide, rejected or approved. And so the amount of parts we actually put on the vehicle compared to what we buy, 2 different worlds. And then of course, all of it logged by data. And when we say people, process, and parts, we feed that back every day to the respective owners, so to speak. And what I mean by owners would be, is it people? Was it Cho in station 2 on Tuesday, step 5? Was it process? We need to revise the SOPs or create new SOPs? Or was it a vendor issue and that part just didn't meet inspection? And here's a great example right here. These are beautiful stainless steel hinges, chromed in Detroit, and those tiny little things, I can tell you, even a picky person would probably pass. And our strategy is very simple. If we set our standard for quality above the customer's standard for quality, then we're gonna win because we're gonna exceed their expectations. So the goal is not to make them happy. Making them happy is like the least we have to do, right? We wanna blow them away, and we blow them away by aiming above and beyond what would be expected, even at this price point. And the ultimate validation of that work is the customer reaction to the vehicle and how much they love it. And again, customers that own the nicest cars money can buy. So they're gonna be picky, as they should be. And you can imagine if you work really hard for your money and you can buy a car like this, what would you expect? What would you want? And so everything from the gas cap to that chrome finish on that gas cap, to the lines and flush and gap from there to there, everything is just scrutinized. It's OCD, maniacal overkill, but we love it if you can't tell. And quite frankly, I think when you set the bar at perfection, in my opinion, it's actually easier because then the outcome is binary. We either made it perfect or we didn't. And if we didn't, we're not gonna pass it. There's no like gray area where you're like, yeah, it's pretty good, and then we ship it. It doesn't happen. And again, it's our team, the passion, the process, and the feedback loop over and over and over, which means that when that truck in that station ships off, we have a final score, and that score gets reported, and that report will flow to the right people. They will look at it and they'll go, okay, all right, we're gonna make it better. We're gonna make it better. And that right there, to me, sounds simple, but is a huge, huge advantage for us, and allowing us to be able to control quality and control timing. So big, big deal. All right, I just kind of skipped all around here, but this is Phoenician yellow. And this Phoenician yellow truck is, I don't want to misspeak because I've done this a couple times and the clients freaked out because they're like, what? One of these is for sale. So if you've been waiting for Phoenician yellow, butter yellow, as the kids call it these days, let me look here, 3279. All right, so Phoenician yellow, we have a Phoenician yellow we just listed for sale, but this truck here is not for sale because it belongs to my dear friend Raj and Pam. I hope you guys are watching. And this truck right here, absolutely stunning. Raj and Pam, I got to meet them not once, but twice. They came to the factory 2 times. They're regulars here. And they got to spec out the perfect vehicle for the beach. And the fact that it's sitting here means it is very, very close to shipping. And Raj is an avid live broadcast watcher. So whether he's watching it live or on the replay, by the way, if you want to watch all the other lives, they're all saved on YouTube under Vintage Modern under the live tab. Unscripted, raw, just organic and behind the scenes. And so you can see how that's really evolved, right? Every day these things move forward. So I'm really excited for Raj and Pam. Super nice people on top of everything else. And that's how we think about this, right? The relationship that we have with our customers does not end when we ship the vehicle. We stand behind the product, again, in a way that exceeds customer expectations. So I'll give you an example. Raj and Pam take delivery. I believe this is going out to Mississippi. If anything pops up, cosmetically or mechanically, it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if they may have accidentally caused it. We don't play that game with our customers. I hate that game. And I feel like when you spend 300 grand, you shouldn't have to play that game, but I played it with every major car manufacturer in the 200 plus price point. And it's not that they don't cover it, they cover it, but they don't make it easy on you, right? And we want this to be easy on you. And the reason why is because when you get this vehicle, anything pops up, you have a concierge dedicated to you. They know Hannah. Hannah's been giving them updates on their truck every day, pictures, video, watch it go through the process. And they can call or text her anytime anything pops up. If we can't handle that remotely, we have our own dedicated, full-time, certified traveling technicians, and they come to your home super fast. Because why should you have to wait? Why should you have to be inconvenienced and go anywhere? And the bill for that is $0. We don't charge our customers for warranty work. This is an obligation to deliver on somebody's very high expectations. And for 250, 300 grand, the customer is able to have very high expectations. And so not just the parts we use and manufacture, not just a process to inspect those parts, not just a process to build and assemble the vehicle and all the inspections and the quality, but post-sale service and delivery is something you don't get with typical restorations and Restomod shops. We're not a Restomod shop, as you can see, and we take this very, very seriously. And so I grew up with no money, a really, really important part of the DNA of the company. Because when you grow up with no money and you build vehicles for people that have money, who earned it, who worked their butts off, maybe they worked their whole lives for this, that's a serious obligation. And there's serious accountability in that. And so when we take on a build, not only do we expect it to be perfect cosmetically, mechanically on time, we're going to stand behind it. And no one is unhappier than we are if there's a warranty claim. Now, here's the good news. Because we're building on a modern 2025, 2026 platform, I can tell you this compared to a restoration, a Restomod, night and day difference. But it's the process and the people and the parts that we're installing on the vehicle that allow us to have that kind of confidence. So if you buy a vehicle from us, feel confident. Not only is it our goal to get it right the first time, but if anything pops up, you're not going to fight us on it. No one's more disappointed than us, and we move extremely fast. Good news is we've got it pretty dialed in, and we feel extremely, extremely confident. That's why we can fly our people wherever they need to go, which is not often. So Phoenician yellow, there is one that's for sale, not Raj and Pam's, but there is a Phoenician yellow coming up. You can grab that. It's coming up right now. You can put a deposit on it and hold it, let us finish it, and then we'll ship it to you anywhere in the world. So I will see if I can track that truck down. Real quick while we're in the this part of the building here, this right here is our Valentine's Day special Whisper Pink, sold to a well-known musician for his wife staying in Atlanta. Tamika, congratulations. Absolutely stunning build. You don't even know what you're in for. And look, Tamika, she has lots of nice cars, has had lots of nice cars. I've seen their cars, Rolls Royce, Bentley, G Wagons, whatever. And she really wanted this because it's so unique, it's so different. And even in Atlanta, where the car scene is not even quite the same as, say, LA or Miami, I can tell you, lots of G Wagons, lots of Range Rovers. But you drive this in this color, yeah, you'll never see another one. Very, very cool. Congratulations. Cannot wait to get this in your hands. And I hope I'm driving around Atlanta one day and I just see it, because that would make my day. So beautiful truck, sold and gone, and really, really excited for you. Had the chance to meet them both. Really, really nice people too. Okay, and of course this is our vintage G-Wagon collab with our partners at Carlex. Comes in 12 colors, limited to only 50. And take a look. If you're into Mansory or Brabus, I can tell you this right here is every bit on par in terms of quality, fit and finish, and interior details. And of course, you can't expect anything different. If it's coming out of this factory, we're going to be obsessively maniacal about all the details. So check this out. So you really want something special, something nobody else has. You're a G-Wagon fan. This comes in 12 different colors. This is being allocated to our clients for 2026. And if there are any allocations left, we will be offering it invite only. Your best bet if you want one of these is to text or call our team, and we'll let you know about all the options and details. And really, really excited for this. It's going to be a really big deal. So there's your rose pink vintage G-Wagon, still going through some prototyping and testing. All right, let me show you what else we've got here. One of these is rumored to be a future giveaway vehicle. Yes, you heard it right. It's probably not this one, so I don't want to give away a client's car here, but I do know it's midnight blue, or at least I heard. And we'll be giving you details on that, so just be super patient and don't worry. You're not gonna miss it. It'll be everywhere, and it's gonna be big. But this right here is a midnight blue truck. Let me just see if I can grab the number there. 3275. And this is a midnight blue with Wimbledon white grille. You have the chrome trim. And this truck right here is the giveaway truck. Oh, sorry, the alleged giveaway truck. Nothing's official yet. So, feast your eyes on this. You're watching this. You're an insider. Still gonna add some vintage stripes to finish it off, but it'll have every single option. Can you imagine winning this? Your friends will love you and hate you at the same time. And of course, with every truck that we build, we load it with every single option. So just stay tuned. Don't worry, you won't miss it. Forged 17-inch aluminum wheels, Fox coilover suspension, Roush performance package, chrome trim, worn glove on the interior, every single option. Look at this. Can you imagine driving this thing after winning it? I don't even know what I would do. I've never won anything though in my life. Hopefully you guys will be luckier than me. Details will follow, so just stay tuned. We'll announce it, don't worry. So midnight blue, and there is a midnight blue for sale, unlisted, coming up as well. So great time to grab one if you want something and you don't want to wait, or you want to pick every option, every detail, custom build your own. Text or call our team. They'll walk you through the process, answer all your questions, and you can go on vintagemodern.com and go on our configurator. And on that configurator, you can play with all the colors, all the options, and get an instant quote as well. Jonathan, how are you? Yeah. Hey, I heard we shipped 6 cars on Friday. Excellent. What's that?
New record.
Yeah, new record. Well, listen, I just want to say great job. Keep up the good work. Anyone can start anything. The end is what matters. Excellent, excellent job.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jonathan and team stayed late, made sure it happened. And that's the thing. It's all about customer first. Customers pay our paycheck. That's how it goes. They set the rules. They want it to be perfect. They want it to be on time. That is the ethos we live by. And we don't have to tell our team, hey, can you stay late tonight? Or hey, can you come on the weekend? They just know. And that's the difference between players on a team looking to win versus employees looking for a job and a paycheck. Now, if you can have both, do what you love, something you're good at, financial upside and growth. And if you're here, I can tell you, we're just getting started. And this team of people who have poured their blood, sweat, and tears into this brand and this company, they are unbelievably amazing. We're just getting better and better. So if you have interest in a build and you want to custom build one, go to vintagemodern.com, go in the configurator and go build out your own. If you want to see inventory, and it's not always listed because they typically sell before we can even get them up, you can go to the inventory page. Some are listed, some are not. The best bet is to talk to a live person. And we love talking shop. So you want to call up, ask a ton of questions. You want to understand the process. We'll walk you through the whole thing. And we're extremely transparent and upfront about how we do things, what it is, what it isn't. And the big thing that we constantly have to educate our customers on is that this right here is not a restoration. Do you really want a restoration? Are you a hardcore collector or a mechanic? Do you need numbers matching and all original? Do you even know what that is? Or do you just have an eye for detail and design? You expect quality, reliability, and luxury, and you are not a typical person that goes out and just custom builds a car. Not something most people have done. It's an intimidating process. So what we wanted to do is just make it easy for people and let them know that we have the process down. We know what it is you want at this price point. We know how to take care of our customers. And it really is something that I think a lot of companies get wrong. And I say that from experience. I have built and bought restorations and rest-mods, and it's hard for a company without this kind of infrastructure and process and people to build things on time and quality, let alone both. And you can see this operation here, the team deserves a lot of credit because it's not a small thing to do, and this is just one of our facilities. And we take it very, very seriously too. And it's just these people who come in every day, roll up their sleeves, become experts in their part of the business. And then you have best-in-class partners like Fox, like Roush, and it allows you to be able to deliver on a dream, because really that's what it is to our customers. So we're very, very proud of the result, and this is just the beginning for us. All right, chalk gray truck for sale. This is a beautiful truck. I love the black trim and the black stripes and the black roll bar. And my guess is the dash is black. Yes, it is. Check out all the black billet aluminum hardware. All of that right there, billet aluminum on ball glove. And this look of this stripe is becoming very popular. I mentioned earlier the JL 10-inch subwoofer that we engineered to fit back here. Finish it off with perforated leather, because why not? In my G Wagon 2025 AMG G63, the sub speaker grill is on this side, and it's just plastic. Always kind of blows my mind. Bentley Continental, Flying Spur, $250,000, $300,000 car, speaker grills are plastic. It's just those little details, And so we really put a lot of thought and blood and sweat and tears, and we don't view it as a vehicle. It is a piece of art, and you can drive it, and you don't have to worry about it. And that's the best part. Don't you want to drive your car? Do you want to sit in the garage with limitations because it doesn't have anti-lock brakes and traction control, because it doesn't have all the normal electronics and reliability and technology that we're used to? And then the airbags, the safety features. I'm going to walk you through that so you can really understand what is the biggest difference. So let's go over here. Again, Raven Black, Tiffany Blue. If this is your style, this is for sale. It's not listed, but look at how ridiculous this is. I'm going to take the plastic off. I always try to steal the demos, but I never get to keep them. One day. So before I walk you through this though, I want you to understand, how did we build a fully modernized classic? And I hear people say this in the comments all the time. Oh, they've been building Restomods for a long time now. I know, we used to build Restomods too. modern restoration. This is not a Restomod. Restomods and modern restorations are built on old chassis and aftermarket parts. This is a modern 2025, 2026 fully certified vehicle. What the heck does that mean? It means it passes emissions, it's FMVSS compliant, and we crash tested it too. So why would we do that? Well, when the business and the brand really started blowing up online, thanks to all you guys on social media, it became very, very apparent to us that what the world wants is not a classic car. They want a classic looking car with no compromises. Well, how do you give them that? And so instead of making an old car more modern, we started the modern car platform. It seemed very simple, but no one had done it at this level of scale and quality. Have people done it for one-off builds and SEMA and car shows? Yes, but this is a production, style, quality vehicle that you can order, and we will handcraft for you to your custom specifications. And the most important thing is that it has a 100.4 inch wheelbase instead of 92. 92 is too short. It has a wider track width. It has independent front suspension. It has crumple zones built into the frame, into the chassis. Crumple zones were designed and engineered to crumple around you. Believe me, you get hit, you want it to crumple around you to protect the passengers on the inside, not something restorations and Restomods have. And of course, traction control anti-lock brakes. You don't have that, you're not going to drive it fast or when it's wet, which means you'll drive it slow and when it's dry. Okay, so then you have side impact beams in the doors for side impact protection. Restomods restorations don't have that. You have a functional roll bar, hence it's called a roll bar, tied directly into the frame. Really important, not just decorative. And then you have technology like roll sensor, stability control, but the number one thing that no restoration or Restomod has is going to be airbags, and you get 6 of them. I'll show you here, and I'll show you on the completed vehicle. 1 dual stage airbag for the front driver's side in the steering wheel, 1 dual stage front airbag in the passenger side that sits right in here. I'll show you how that works. Then you have an airbag in each of the front seats for side impact. And then these guys right here from the A pillar all the way down the B pillar, all the way to the back for rear passengers. If you have kids, grandkids, rear passengers, you want that kind of protection. You want that roll bar. You want the crumple zones. You want every chance you can get to maximize your safety in the event of an accident, which you can't control, obviously. So then you ask yourself, you're going to spend $250,000 plus on a car. Shouldn't it have the latest technology, the latest safety features, and shouldn't it be, let me show you, fully FMVSS compliant? What does that mean, Cho? Let me show you. Shouldn't it have this label on it? Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standards compliant, which means we went through FMVSS testing, and without airbags, crumple zones, side impact beams, all that stuff, you're not going to pass today's safety standards. And so here you have your airbag. Let me take this off. How beautiful is this? If you're a little blue box person and you like gifts and jewelry, this was made for you. And I was just at Tiffany's, I think yesterday, the day before. So watch for the ASMR, you're gonna see a cool surprise there. So this right here, back to the safety features, you don't have this airbag for the driver. You're gonna think twice about how you're gonna drive it, where you're gonna drive it, when you can drive it, how far you're gonna go, how fast you're gonna go. Airbags, big, big deal. No restoration or Restomod has airbags. So there's airbag number 1. Here is your seat mounted side impact airbag. So again, you think about what happens, God forbid you get in an accident, you want the side impact beams, you want your side impact airbag right here, and you want this airbag right here, which is a side curtain airbag right by your head. Think about it. These are the things you don't think about because you take it for granted. And in a classic car restoration, you have to settle. And at the time when we were building Restomods and restoration, our clients always asked us, what about airbags? And I always hated telling them that you couldn't retrofit airbags into a classic car or a Restomod. And that was a big, big deal because when your customers are women with kids and family, they're going to want safety features. There's your Whisper Pink truck heading out. And let's keep going over here. And so to do that, you build on a modern car platform and you give them the opposite, classic inspired design, modern safety, technology, design, engineering. So over here on this side, you can see right here, this vehicle is equipped with advanced airbags. So I showed you the 3 over here: steering wheel, seat mounted side impact, and your side curtain airbag, giving you protection all the way from the A pillar by your head, B pillar to the rear. And then on this side, you have airbag number 4, which is right here, dual stage. And I'll give you an example of the lengths we went to. We didn't just throw this vehicle together. We tested the airbags using the same compliance testing companies that do crash test and test airbags as well, to ensure that after 900 hours of handcrafted surgery, that your safety features are going to work. And so you've got this airbag right here. We blew it. There's this special camera that I don't know how many frames per second it'll capture. It's the coolest thing. And you blow the airbag and you can see it come out. And then they do their bench testing and compare it to factory. All passed. So there's your airbag number 4. I'm gonna hop in here carefully, even though it's not a customer car. I want it to stay perfect. Here's your curtain airbag on the passenger side that runs all the way by the passenger's head right here, all the way to the B pillar, and giving you rear passenger protection as well. And then airbag number 6 is going to be, let's go ahead and take this off and take a look at how beautiful this is. This is woven Tiffany blue leather inserts. Every one of these is woven in basket weave by hand. How gorgeous is that? And airbag number 6 right here is your side impact seat mounted airbag. I'll give you an example. Companies that are doing upholstery and cover the airbags, technically for FMVSS compliance, must be able to prove and be certified that if this airbag needed to blow, there's a special stitch and method to ensure it would come out. These are the types of things we thought about. This is not a shop, and we're not building restoration. And we want to make sure that our customers have the absolute highest level of confidence to be able to drive the vehicle and know that we went to great lengths to ensure not just that it looks nice, but that you have all of today's modern safety features as well. And then the details of the leather work and the stitching and the show quality paint job, it will blow your mind, I assure you. And I'm really excited to see who buys this car. Maybe you screwed up and you didn't get your significant other a present for Valentine's Day, but she likes Tiffany. Even the stitching is Tiffany. And all of the details, teak wood. Back here you have additional safety features, which I'll point out right here. Rear parking sensors, gonna need that. And a backup camera. Crash tested front, side, and rear. Check out your vintage stripes in Tiffany. These are retro forged aluminum wheels that we powder coated black instead of the Wimbledon white. It has every option, including coilover suspension by Fox, power steps, and then look at the details here. Vintage window crank, it's not gonna fall off, trust me. Tested rigorously. Comes with a soft top, full zip. Right now it's in safari mode where the windows are unzipped and the moonroof is open. All blacked out trim and emblems. That's billet aluminum. Typically, even on a really expensive car, those emblems are plastic. All steel, American made body, brand new. And keep in mind, our design is our own. This is a classic inspired body. Why classic inspired? It actually has nothing to do with rust, although you definitely don't want rust anyway. This is brand new steel, American made, and so there's no rust in it. But the difference and what it matters to you is that classic inspired body means that instead of trying to make it like the old body, which was too narrow, too short, and small, that's 1960s architecture and geometry. Remember, the cars today are bigger, longer, wider, safer than they were 60 years ago, right? So this is a bigger body, wider body, longer body. Therefore, it drives like a normal car from 2025, 2026, and it allows you to keep all the key things underneath that keep you safe. Crumple zones, frame, side impact beams, traction control, all that. So that's a great, great comparison of taking this right here and transforming it into this 900-hour piece of art built and handcrafted by the men and women of Vintage Modern. And they are true, true artists. And I don't brag about myself, but I will definitely brag about them because they're exceptionally good. And to be able to produce a product, not that we say is great, but our clients say is great at the price point that we're at, that's a dream come true. And these guys, they pour their blood, sweat, and tears. You can't build a product like this and not have that. Underneath the hood, you have a 2025 Ford 2.3 with Roush Performance Package, intake, exhaust, and tune, and all under warranty. White glove, wearing a black glove today. White glove warranty means we have our own warranty, bumper to bumper, cosmetically, mechanically, on the entire vehicle. We cover everything. That's how confident we are in our people, our process, and our parts. Underneath here, hidden cooler with a drain plug. Teak wood smells really good. All right, I'm gonna steal this one and make it my own if no one buys it. It's definitely gonna sell. All right, okay. So Raven Black for sale with Tiffany blue interior. Seriously, nobody will ever have this one. Look at that, insane. For sale. This was for sale, sold very quickly. This truck up for grabs. Chalk gray. You can be driving it next week. Put a deposit on it right now. Call or text our team. Take it off the market, and then you get to skip the line and have this beautifully spec truck with every single option. Grab it for us, gone. They don't last. And if you want one that's pre-owned, this is a great one. Low miles, macadamia metallic, has a ball glove leather, tan soft top, going through our certified pre-owned process. We go through everything. I don't care if it has 1 mile or 1,000 miles or 10,000 miles. Some of our clients daily drive theirs, by the way. This truck right here, I think, has only a couple thousand miles. Again, text or call our team. Go to vintagemodern.com. You can see all those details. This one, I'm very, very happy for this client. He grabbed one of my personal favorite trucks because this is a very rare one of two matte vehicles we ever did, and just really, really cool spec that barely lasted and is now sold. And then, of course, chalk gray up for grabs. Somebody's going to get it this week, I think. What is today, Wednesday? All right, one more loop and I'll show you what else you can get. And by the way, we're growing. And when I say this, I say it carefully because we don't hire people for jobs. If you're an employee looking for a job and a paycheck, this is definitely not the place you want to be. If you like what it is we stand for, if you think that your values align with what it is we talk about in every single live and every single post, it first starts with passion. And typically people don't go home and rave about how much they love their job, right, their job. And it's not that it's all perfect and easy and everybody's just, doing backflips every day. But if you don't have the passion and you're gonna go somewhere for, 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, however much it is you work, you might as well love it. You might as well love what you're doing, love the product, love the people, love the brand, because boy, that really makes your day go by so much differently. And for this team, their product is a real physical product that goes to clients who describe the vehicle as their dream. It's a lot of pressure. So now you imagine your work is going to be scrutinized at a very, very high standard, as it should be for this price point, by people who've been dreaming of this, maybe, since they were a kid. I know I wanted, old cars since I was, 20 years old. And that everything we do will be scored and documented as well. And that perfection is the only acceptable outcome to our customers, so it's the only acceptable outcome for us. And that these guys, Chandler and Spencer, what's going on, guys? How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. These are the behind the scenes guys that make this stuff happen every single day. They work their butts off. They care immensely. They understand the mission. This is not a job in a company with employees. This is a team looking to win a championship, and we recruit players who want to win, who want to be challenged, who want to stretch themselves and rise up to what they believe they can. It all starts with passion. And so we're expanding, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our demand far exceeds supply, and we're going to be moving out of this building here soon. So stay on the lookout for that. And again, I just can't say enough about these incredible people. Giveaway truck, Phoenician yellow, one for sale, not listed, not this one. And that is the second model. And under that black cloth over there, can't show you too much, is the next model. So, all right, well, I missed you guys. I think it's been a week since our last live, but stay tuned. We'll give another update here, probably tomorrow. I think it's Thursday, tomorrow. And excited to show you the progress. Every one of these vehicles will move forward. You'll see how regimented we are about our schedule, and another vehicle will ship and deliver. And we're excited to show you our progress. So reach out to our team. They're standing by. You can text or call them, and they'll walk you through the whole process, answer all your questions. You have a trade, you want us to put a number on it, we can do that, and we offer financing as well. So, all right, so I'm Cho, founder, CEO. I started this because I love cars, bought an old Bronco, had so many problems. My wife, she told me to make it better. So here we are, trying to make it better. I hope you guys